I want to tell this to all of y'all first and foremost before we dive in deep, but I want to let you know it brings my heart so much joy to hear about all the things that are to come and to be for each and every one of you. Y'all are future kings and queens. Y'all will rule over this world in your own endeavors. My kings, you are knowledgeable, influential, noteworthy, and God-fearing. My queens, quintessential, unafraid, enthralling, empowering, and noble. Y'all are all of those things and then some. So as you're going through this new echelon of your life, as things are growing, as you're going into new endeavors, new scenery, new people, make sure you're spending some time around some people who can respect, who can uplift, who can encourage the royalty that you have written all over each and every one of you. All right. So I know y'all are talking about what's next. I want you to picture yourselves in a doctor's office, a neurologist to be specific. And you're in this situation because you're having paralysis down the right side of your body. You cannot feel your right arm or your right leg. On top of all this, you have slurred speech, meaning that every single time that you go to raise your mouth, nothing but air comes out because you can't enunciate anything. Your equilibrium is totally shot, which means that every time you try to get to your feet, you fall helplessly on your face like that of an infant child who's learning how to walk for the very, very first time. This is your life. And on top of all of that, you developed a neck-jerking twitch that you can't control. And it causes people to stare at you in disbelief every single time that they pass by you, trying to figure out what exactly is going on with you. This is the predicament that I found myself in at the age of 21 while attending San Diego State University on a football scholarship. So now I know your mind's clicking. And now you're saying to yourself, my goodness, what's next? We want to slow down, flip it, and reverse that thing because your mind should be saying, I am enough. Because those were the words that I uttered to myself. And it's crazy because a lot of people step to the stage and they try to command people's respect right off the bat. But I think so highly of you. I know that can't be given. Respect is not given, it is earned. And so all I want to do with my time with you all is do my best to earn your respect. And hopefully we can grow and learn together and walk out of this situation and circumstance better than the way that we walked in. Somebody didn't wake up this morning, ladies and gentlemen, but we did. So therefore we have opportunity. Therefore we are destined for prosperity. It's up to us whether we're going to go out and take it for ourselves. The choice is yours and the choice is mine. So we're going to get this thing rolling while your mind is trying to figure out, what's next? And I am enough. So I want my energy and passion this afternoon to be your energy and passion. A little bit of audience participation if you don't mind. And on the count of 3, I need you all to type into the chat, those who are able, type into the chat, TC Speak. On the count of 3, let my energy and passion today be your energy and passion. We're going to get this thing rolling. 1, 2, 3. Let it rip. Type TC Speaks in the chat. I see you, my king. I see you, my queen. Y'all keep that thing rolling. Let's rock, and we're going to get out of this place better than the way that we walked in. You are enough. Principle number 1 that I want you all to write down, because this is where my mind was going. Do you understand your gift, and are you walking in your purpose? Do you understand your gift, and are you walking with your purpose? They diagnosed me with a disease called multiple sclerosis right then and there on the spot. They gave me a spinal tap, which is where they took a needle this long and they jammed that needle into my spinal cord and extracted my spinal fluid. On top of all that, they sent me through a host of MRIs, and it showed that I had lesions, which were holes on your brain. The woman looks at me and she says, sir, you have a disease called multiple sclerosis. I said, multiple what? She said, multiple sclerosis. I said, I don't even know what that is, ma'am. Do you understand? She says, well, it's funny. It's actually classified as a clinical white woman's disease. I said, lady, do you see all this chocolatey goodness right here? I said, I don't fit the mold. She's like, I know, Tyler. That's what makes your case so unique. I told her, I came to San Diego State all the way from the great state of Texas to get my degree. My mama told me when I got on the plane to Southwest Airlines and I went to Cali, she said, listen, don't come back without your degree. I said, I can't let my mama down. Can I still play football with this disease? She said, yes, sir, you can. But if you have another relapse with this disease, you can't play ball anymore. but I knew that I had a gift and I knew I had a purpose inside of me to fulfill, and I was willing to take that gamble. Plus, I had a mama back in Austin, Texas, who said she gonna beat my behind. You never get too old for your mama's whoopings. And she said, yo, if I don't come back with that degree, I'm in big trouble. So I followed through. I became the first person to ever play Division I college football with the disease, multiple sclerosis, an autoimmune disease, which means my body literally attacks itself. I played football. I took all my finals left-handed. I did everything in my power against the grain because I was dealt a new life in a new situation. And what I want to tell y'all that propelled me was I understood that I had a gift and understood I had a purpose. I took Africana Studies speech as a senior in college. In my senior year, I took it because I was so fearful of speaking in front of people. I had a phobia of speaking in front of people, so I waited till my senior year to take freshman speech. When I got into Africana Studies speech class, I recognized that speech was an upliftment. I recognized that it was easy for me. And I recognized I had a lot more fun doing that than even playing the game of football. So I had a gift to speak. And the thing that always propelled me each and every day when my feet hit the floor every morning was the opportunity to serve. Because I wanted to see my people, I wanted to see other people who were centered around me to get to a place faster and to go further than I could have ever imagined with my gift. So my gift is to speak, ladies and gentlemen. And my purpose is to serve. And when you understand your gift and when you walk in your purpose as a human being, as a king, as a queen on this earth, listen to me, can't nobody penetrate what it is that you have going on. Because last time I checked, they've only made one you and they will never make another. So therefore, nobody can ever step to your face and tell you that you aren't worthy. Nobody can ever step to your face and tell you, yo, you ain't smart enough or you're not valuable enough. Why? Because you are a king and a queen and ain't nobody ever seen nothing like what you got going on and what you about to bring to this earth. That started my platform as a public speaker. I was 21 years old. I'm 34 years old now. I've been traveling the country and doing this stuff international, providing for my family ever since then. And I married a Cali queen. My wife is from the Bay. If you're from the Bay, stand up. My wife is from Oakland in the 60s block. So I got California written all over me, even though I'm in the great state of Texas. I rep Cali strong. It gave me so much. That's why I love y'all and respect y'all so much. Your world is about to change. But understand that when you know your gift and your purpose, can't nothing stop you. As a male, I even battled issues with sexual dysfunction. I never thought that I'd find the woman of my life because of things that MS dealt me, even being in a wheelchair. I have my wife. We have 3 beautiful babies. That's why I tell you, can't nobody stop what the man up above has for you. As you go through today, start thinking about what is my gift and what is my purpose. The two are not the same thing. They're entirely different. But if you don't understand your gift, and then if you don't reach back to walk and find your purpose, you'll walk in circles of unfulfillment and unhappiness in your life because you don't understand who you are. So you got your gift and your purpose, right? The next step that you got to go through, which is step number 3, is you got to be willing to overcome your fear. I read an article not too long ago, and it stated that it's on NBC. Y'all can go in and Google it for yourself. It stated that 85% of the things that the human brain fears, they don't even happen. So whatever anxiety, whatever disbelief, whatever doubt, whatever fears you may have, understand that most of them, you can suppress them right here and right now towards whatever it is that you're going after because they won't actually even happen. It's your mind getting the best of you. And I want you all to utilize your mind to set yourself free because you understand your gift and your purpose. Therefore, you have direction. You cannot be stopped. So when that word fear creeps up into your mind about the next move or the next step, and you have to remind yourself that I am a queen and that I am a king and that I am enough. Fear is not something that you should shun away from. No. Fear stands for this: face everything and respond. Write that down. Face everything and respond. Don't worry about the fear because fear cannot hold you. Walk with confidence. Man, I'm listening to people who are going on and getting their masters. I'm listening to folks who are heading all the way across to Michigan. I listen to my brother talk about how he is musically gifted and that he has a passion for entrepreneurship. Yo, you're from Cali. I just read Nip's book, and in there Nip was talking about how capitalism is another form of activism. Yo, never let go of your gift and your purpose. It will make room for you. And as you're climbing through the charts and going after what it is that you're going after, don't forget that level of entrepreneurship so you can dive into this capitalistic market, take hold of it, and own something, my brothers and my sisters. Yo, you got to own something. And you have the capability to do that. Face everything, my brothers and my sisters, and respond. That's what you need to see when you see fear. Principle number 3, I want y'all to cling to hope when you're thinking about how you are enough. I want you to cling to hope. If you look at the history of our people, the one thing that we have always had is hope. We were uprooted from the motherland, taken from there and brought to a place that was foreign to us. And what did we do? We adapted. We still overcame the obstacles. When they tried to break our backs with sweat, beatings, and tears, we still were able to persevere. And I have to believe that those things that held true are the same things that we have to cling throughout today in our DNA. And it is hope. We made it in and out of slavery. We walked through Jim Crow. We see the injustices still taking place here and now. Voter suppression, all of those things that we still have to battle. But I don't know about y'all, but I'm still here. You still here. We are still here. We can't be stopped. And it may not be all good and gold right now, but I'm asking you all to just continue to cling to hope as you're continuing to go throughout the course of your life. It's crazy when you ask people who are going through their go-through, if you see somebody who is sick, trying to maybe battle through cancer, or they're trying to battle through adversity, the one thing that you'll see in them all is their hope for things to get better. Hope is free. It don't cost you a dime. The beautiful thing about hope is that hope leads to determination. And watch this, determination leads to a positive attitude. My brothers and my sisters, with a positive attitude, there's no limit to your altitude as a human being. I want you to write that down. Hope creates determination. Determination leads to a positive attitude. And with a positive attitude, there's no limit to the altitude that you can achieve as a human being. Y'all have everything in you to change this world for the better. I don't know about y'all, but I got a spark in my eye. I got excitement because I listened to the stories of young people just now who are about something at UCLA University. You about your business. You about getting out here in this world and making a name for yourself. And you about shining your light for somebody else to see. And that hope is something that I never want you all to lose sight of. But make me a promise right here and right now that no matter whatever it is that you go out and do with your life, you will never ever forget where it is that you came from. Because for you, where you are right now, my sisters, there is a young girl growing up, maybe even in your own household. Maybe you got a little brother or a little sister. Maybe for somebody in here, you a first generation college student. But no matter where you are, the neighborhood in which you grew up, there is a young person who needs to hear your story. My brothers, there is a young person wherever you come from that needs your love. Because we don't express it amongst one another as we should. We don't tell each other, I love you enough. There is a young boy, and you got to get to him with your love before the streets wrap their arms around him with theirs. Y'all somebody. You in the college business, you going on right now with your life. Don't forget where it is that you came from. And don't forget to utilize your gift and your purpose to provide not only for yourself and your family, but for those young kids growing up that you may never ever get the opportunity to see, but they want to hear your story. And they need to know that from where they came from, because you did it, why can't they do the same thing? Make yourself visible. Take your passion, my brothers and my sisters. Take your passion, make it your profession. Watch this, so you can be a blessing. Because it's not about you. It's about utilizing what the man up above placed inside of you to help bless somebody else. We got to start lifting each other as we climb. I want you to make it to that mountaintop. My fellas, I want you to rip your shirt like the Incredible Hulk and say, man, I did that thing. But at the same time, while you climbing that mountain and you getting to the top, don't forget to lean your hand back and help your fellow brother and your fellow sister get to the top just like you. It's not about I. It's not about me. It's about we. I love each and every one of you, and I respect each and every one of you. It's not about necessarily what's next as much as it is you recognizing your worth and you say, I'm worth it and I got this. So the 3 principles, and I'm out of here. I'll let Tremaine take y'all away, man. I still call him Train to this day. I call them train. That's the train right there. But your 3 principles when you are enough. Principle number 1, understand your gift and walk in your purpose. Principle number 2, we're not worried about fear. Face everything and respond with what you have been blessed with. Face everything and respond. And lastly, we come to principle number 3, and I don't want y'all to lose sight of it, but always cling to hope. It's bigger than just you. Capitalism to activism. I'm missing Nip to this day, but his words still reign true. I love each and every one of you, and I respect each and every one of you. It's each one reach one, my brothers and my sisters, and each one teach one. Go out and claim what's yours. Blessings.